first place. It should have never happened. That should have never happened. In 2012 and in 2016 and every year we bring together. And as we fight for justice for those who've lost, we must also fight like hell for those that still live. So as we center both Deoni and Deoni today, we mustn't forget the countless Black trans women who continue to live in the district, who have faced similar types of violence and live from their dreams. Black trans lives do matter.
And their failure will not go unchecked. We are here today to voice our opinion that our lives matter, this justice system has failed us, and they must do better. City Council has to do better. The mayor's office has to do better. Today can be a better beginning for Black lives, for trans lives, for sex workers, drug users in D.C. We are all constituents, we are all taxpayers. And I expect better from a city that is prosperous as this city. We are the leaders of the free world, and we're going to show the freedom that this world is supposed to bring. Thank you.
Thank you so much for that. With Shauna. Aya. This is my sister. Okay, Tiffany, cool. This is my sister Tiffany, and I'll let her tell you what she's from. I'm Tiffany McGee from Baltimore State David. We're out here. I'm Tiffany McGee from Baltimore State David. We drove up from Baltimore to support our DC girls. Trans lives matter, Black lives matter, all lives matter. Well, for everyone who's just joining the rally, this rally is to bring awareness to the last two cases of transgender women, Black women, who are gone too soon. Deoni Jones lost her life at a metro station. It had a knife encrusted on her head. And we are also here for Dee Dobbs, a young girl who was embraced by her own family, but hated by people who did not even know who she was. Her case has been tried for the past months, and just last week, mistrial was declared. Jurors, who are people from the District of Columbia, cannot agree that the life of a Black trans woman is worthy enough to find the people who committed this crime responsible for it. And that is the reason why we're here. We are here because inside this building, there's a lot of impunity going on. And it is now no secret that LGBT people are getting the short end of the stick. The data supports our call. Almost half of all the hate crimes committed against LGBT people in this city are dismissed. Half of the hate crimes in this city dismissed. Here we have two cases where there was plenty of evidence, where people were caught, where many of them talked about committing this crime. There was plenty of evidence. So you tell me the jurors cannot come up with an agreement that a life was lost? There was
I can't describe all of the details of the case, but it is public, that some of them said they went out looking for trans women to kill and to rob. And you tell me that someone admitting to that is not enough? So we're here to do some work. We're here to show ourselves some support. We put this rally together in just this weekend because one thing that we are not going to allow is for our city to continue to make of us disposable people. Trans people, trans women of color in particular, have the highest rates of unemployment in this city. We have the highest rates of homelessness. We're considered the worst city for trans youth to access services. Homelessness ranks number 1. Violence right after that. So the call is for us to break the silence. The LGBT community needs to hold people accountable. We need to hold ourselves accountable. We need to stop holding parades where 500,000 people showed up, but we can't show up to a trial of someone from our community who loses their lives. It is time for us to hold ourselves accountable. And it is time for us to be aware that if we do not address these hate crimes, if we do not address the legal system, the judicial system, that is how it begins. That is really how it begins. So, we have here with us someone who provides a lot of healing and support to our community. My bishop, Abrams. I think I just saw you. Okay, something is going on. We're really gonna make some noise, huh? That was not the purpose. So I want to introduce my pastor from Empowerment Liberation Cathedral, who has been with us for a long time, and he's a fierce advocate for us. So with you, Bishop Abrams.
Let me say good afternoon to everybody. And we've got to let people know that we are together, because if we're not together, then nobody's going to believe that you want justice. And so I want to say that we will continue to fight. We will continue to stand for what's right. We will continue to be a voice and make some noise, really, until things change in this country, until things change in this city. All right, and so we've got to continue to do that. And so yes, we do have prayer, but we need people also. And so we've got to make sure that people are coming out to stand up for what's right, because they're not going to change anything until they see that people are with you and saying that things need to change in this city. And so I am with you. I am standing with you. Our whole entire congregation is standing with you, and our community will be one, and we are standing together to say trans lives matter and all lives matter. All right, so let's make a change today. It starts with things like this. It starts one at a time.
All lives matter.
Trans lives
All right.
Trans lives matter.
Trans lives matter.
I want to invite Keisha. Keisha? Keisha is the crime victims manager at Casa Ruby. Her job is to support members of the LGBT community who have fallen to violence, who have been hurt due to hate crimes. And she's going to share some words for us.
Hello, everyone.
Hello.
First, I want to give honor and give praises to all of our leaders and our pioneers out here. I also want to raise awareness that in the early 90s, when I first made my transition, and if you look around you, you would see some of the leaders and other trans leaders and women who have made their transition in the 90s, there was no Casa Ruby. There was no place to go. Today is 2019, and it needs to change. We have to be aware that we are no longer marginalized. We are human beings, and we have got to understand that it is important that we raise awareness for things like this. We are no longer marginalized. We are no longer a community that is going to consider being second. This is Washington, D.C. This is a place to be happy. This is a place to be gay. And we need to be proud of who we are. Trans people are exactly what it is, what it says. We are in transition. We are human, and we are visible. And we are no longer going to sit back and be second to injustice. Equal rights need to be at the forefront. Ruby Corrado is a leader in Washington, D.C. Keisha Allure is a leader in Washington, D.C. Consuela Lopez is a leader in Washington, D.C. Each and every one of you is a leader in Washington, D.C. Today, we will stand up tall and be proud of who we are. Be proud of the transition in which you sit in. You are no longer second to no one. You are only equal to everybody. I need us to understand that this is a nation of love. We are no longer second, y'all. These colors, that flag, these posters, this means we need to shine bright today. The fact that these young women has lost their lives in whatever time, in whatever frame it was, it is no longer going to be accepted. To the Justice, the Department of Justice, to the Department of Human Rights, we have got to be behind our pioneers out here. All lives matter. Casa Ruby is at 7530 Georgia Avenue in Washington, D.C. We are the headquarters of people changing. We are in position. We are creating, and not only creating, we are facilitating a 24-hour safe space for unique individuals all like us. Today is a day that we will embrace equality. When you look around you, you see human beings. Whether they're queer, if they're transgender, they're bisexual, we are human beings and we are here. Injustice is no more. We need to embrace the fact that we are about love. And we need to shine bright. To the young transgender behind me and all around Washington, D.C., if you see something, say something.
Yes.
We are no longer going to be second hand to nobody.
No, we're not.
We deserve to walk this city, to walk this country, to be in this world equally. I want you to know that the passion behind it all around my heart is dedicated to every trans person who has lost their lives due to being second. Thank you.
Thank you. Trans men rising, now trans men rising. I'm never out for a mega Catholic fraternity and I'm also with the Catholic. Before I speak, I'd like to start with a quote by Martin Luther. Our lives begin to end the day we become silent about things that matter. Our lives begin to end the day we become silent about things that matter. We're here today to serve a purpose. We're in D.C., which is the mecca of, I call it the mecca of transition, the mecca of transformation, because this is where everybody is coming. They gravitate to this area because not only are they allowing us to have things that are meant for us, but this is a sanctuary state or a city. And for this to be a sanctuary city, there should be justice for everybody. And we can't even get justice within our own judiciary system. I mean, how are you going to let people go free? And you already have all the evidence that's needed, but you're going to say that they're not guilty. Anytime you hurt somebody, or anytime you hurt somebody, that is a crime. And the crime should fit the bill. They should be locked behind bars, and that's where they should stay. Why are you letting them free? Because you're trying to say that trans individuals don't matter. You're trying to say that you're trying to erase us, and you're trying to say that we don't have rights, and that we're not human beings. But when you look at me, and you look at everybody else, what do you see? You see people. So if that's the case, then we should be treated as such. This is supposed to be the land where everybody is supposed to have equal rights. We already went through all the fights and everything about getting our equal rights. But when are you going to stop trying to, when are you going to stop trying to step on people's head because they look different from you, or you feel that they are different from you? They say people don't understand. When they don't understand, that's when they start looking at you crazy. Just like when my ancestors came over here, we were not free. They looked at us in shame, they had us in chains, and now as you can see, as years go on, they always find somebody or a group of people to step on. It's time to stop stepping on people and start lifting them up. Yeah. If we are people and this is a nation capital, where all the laws are made, you have Congress not too far from here, you need to start standing up for us. And I'm going to tell my people right now, trans individuals, y'all need to take responsibility and get your asses out there and vote. Yeah. It's time that y'all start getting out there and vote. That's right. Our voices will matter when you get in that ballot room and you put your ballot in. It's time to take responsibility. If you start talking and you start going to and start going to Congress and letting them know, no, we are here, we're not going anywhere. You go down on 16th Street, you tell them, we are here, we're not going anywhere. We are not going to be erased. How can you erase people? No matter how you do it, you cannot erase anybody. If anything, you need to erase yourself. Remove yourself out of office if you can't be there for everybody. Remove yourself out of office if you can't do your damn job. Remove yourself out of office if you're not going to do your damn job. That is what we need to tell these people. We need to start taking responsibility and going to vote. Don't say, I'm not voting for this person and my vote don't matter. Yes, it does. As you saw when we got Barack Obama in there, it mattered. So now we need to take responsibility and put the right people in.
We need to take the other people out that don't belong and put the right people in. We are human beings, remember that. When you wake up, don't your heart beat? Don't you thank God that your heart is beating? So go ahead. Go ahead and you exercise your right. You exercise the Creator's putting you here. We're here for a reason. Everybody was placed on this earth for a reason. Exercise your vote. Stand up for yourself. Everybody here, the elders, we're not going to be here much longer. So the youth, y'all need to take over and start doing what y'all got to do. And we as elders need to teach the youth on what to do to advocate for themselves. Stop trying to stand in and stop trying to keep on talking. Let the youth in. They are the future. If we don't have them, there's not going to be a future. So y'all elephants and y'all dinosaurs, y'all need to let the kids start speaking. Y'all need to start listening to them. Because they are the ones, we not gonna be here much longer. I know I'm not, and I tell my guys all the time, it's time for y'all to step up. It's time for y'all to step up. It's time for you to teach. Reach one, teach one. That's all. We will not be erased. 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 We will not be erased.
Okay. Bring Kim Gordon.
We downtown. We on property.
She's gonna share some words for us.
Hi, my name is Kimberly Gordon.
Drag out.
Yeah. We began our transition in 1973 when it was illegal.
You should. We at the main courthouse, Jay. On property Avenue.
Locking us up for commercial sex work and letting people go who kill us and shoot us and make us victims is unacceptable. It's unacceptable for this administration to say to us that we are invisible and that we don't matter. It's unacceptable to this city for the mayor and the police department to say they support us and only half support us when it comes to our lives being taken. We have to stand up for ourselves, but this community has to stand up for us as well. Gun violence and predatory behavior by anybody is wrong. Commercial sex work is illegal, but killing someone is worse than somebody having sex with somebody. Come on, let's be real. Let's be real. And we accept this type of behavior because we are allowing it to happen. We should not. Human rights, equal rights, has no dress code. Wherever you look like, whatever your pronoun is, it does not matter. You deserve to be treated equally regardless. We are accepting entrapment of our community. Police are going out driving in lifts and pretending to be other than who they are and locking up transgender women. They are more successful in prosecuting people for commercial sex work than they are for people who are killing our young babies and our children. We cannot let this continue. We have to take a stand. We have to come out of the closet and say to the populace that we belong here just as much as you belong here.
Yeah.
You should not attack us. You cannot attack us. You cannot discard us as not being equal because we're not going to accept it. Like, trans lives matter. Come on there.
Embrace us and welcome us. We're not a sad story anymore.
How are you?
We are people of strength. We are a community. And although anyone wants to make you believe that we don't come together, here it is. We can come together. Just last week, we sat in a courtroom in this building and we witnessed how the judicial system failed all of us. He failed DoDDs. He failed Deoni Jones. He failed the other 19 trans women of color who died on the streets of this city, and their murders are still called cases. But we're gonna change that. We're gonna change it. This is just the beginning. This is just the beginning of us coming together and telling the world and telling the leaders of this city, enough is enough. Enough is enough. We spend a lot of time making sure we punish young people who come from Southeast and cannot pay for a metro fare, and we give them tickets, but they're trying to seek support in Northwest so they can better their lives. We have a system that is punishing them every day and incarcerating them every day. We have a system that is allowing for those who are in a survival mode because they can get no job, because they will not be hired, because they cannot get housing. And it's punishing them for the social ills of our city. So, we spend a lot of money in this building right here, a lot of money. And we have the ability to stand against it. We are not going to tolerate becoming disposable people anymore. We are refusing to allow the system to continue profiting from our pain. From our pain. A system stepping on our dignity. And it needs to change. So I want to welcome DeDe's mom because she wants to say some words. And it is important to be visible because unlike many people think that we have no families, here's one of our family members.
Good afternoon, everybody. First of all, I want to get honest about how real my country. My daughter was a beautiful person. I am hurt so bad that the system failed her. Makes me feel like that the system just say, hey, she died. But she do matter. All our transgender matter. All our gay people matter.
That's right.
I just want the world to leave us alone and let us live our lives as peaceful as we can. I'm hurting out here because I'm piggyback when they say transgenders can't get a job. That hurt me because you're still a human being, regardless of who you are. You're still human. As long as you can do that work, I feel like you should be hired regardless of what you come in there age. And it's hurting me because we got a messed up system. They all is one big happy family and come together. And it's sad out here, y'all. Police supposed to protect us. How can they protect? They didn't even protect my loved one. I don't understand the system. I don't understand the jury. What was wrong with the jury? The evidence is there. So how can you say not guilty when you got the evidence? I don't care if you didn't pull the trigger. I was always taught accessory. You was there. You knew what was going on. If you didn't, you shouldn't have went or you should have left. But you did. Now I can't see my baby come through that door with that smile. Or I can't say, where you been? We have no one to make us laugh and keep our day going on because now she's gone. And the whole thing about it, I had to tell her hanging on my wall, the justice system failed you. But your mother not going to fail you because she still going to support you and be out here and stand by you. That's the thing that the Negro loved because the Negro had a family that accepted her.
Yes.
To whatever the Negro did, her family supported her and accepted her. From January 22nd all the way up to last week, our family members took turns sitting in the courtroom, listening at everything.
So how can you make it, you make me feel like, hey, I don't care about these transgenders out here. It's just another transgender that got killed on the street. But if she wasn't a transgender and she was just a man who she are, would they would have found justice for that? No. They would have found justice. They would have gave her 15 to life. But here she's a transgender. They said, oh, we're going to throw this case on out. Y'all, we got to stick together.
Yes.
We got to stick together as human beings. That's what's wrong. We don't stick together. I don't care what your lifestyle is. We as a unity need to come together, be together, stick together, and love each other, regardless of what you are, who you are. God put you here for a reason. You want to walk proud with your head up just like any other body in this world. But if we stick together with this justice system, y'all, it can be something done. And I love each and every last one of y'all out here. And thank you for inviting me out to support my daughter, DoDDs.
Thank you for being here.
Repeating itself, we took action and we showed up the day of the verdict. And we were already anticipating what was going to happen. And it happened. But the one thing that we want everybody to know is that we will not become disposable people again. I want to repeat this. We will not become disposable people again. Many of us, those who are still here, made it through the horrible times when we were gunned down on the streets of this city. We are here to show our new generation, the young people of this city, that they too have a future, that it does not matter whether they are gay, lesbian, bisexual, and transgender, their lives do matter. That they have family members that love them, that they have clergy that embraces them, that you have people in this city that stand behind you. I am one of them, and as long as I have breath, I will answer the call of duty. This is the call of duty. To know that a member of our community did not get justice and may not get justice is the call of duty, and it is unacceptable. So to the people in this building, we're watching you. To the people who have in their hands our future, their future, we are watching. And people already said you can be voted out. We have enough power and strength as one community that we will get you out. So, as we put an end to this rally, I want to say that I'm sorry to you. Because Didi had a future, Deoni Jones had a future, and every person who has gone down had a future. And it was our system that failed them. It was the system that failed them. But we are here to assure you that we will not fail you, that we will not fail our young people, and we will not fail our own community. Thank you so much for standing here in the cold. Thank you so much for standing here and
Let's love each other. Stop shade to one another. Give me a break. Sick and tired of all the nonsense. Give me a break. Sick and tired of all the bullshit. Can we all feel like honey tonight? Without any discrepancies, without any battles, knives, weapons, mace. Stop it, goddammit! It's the queens that you're already getting paid. Let's love each other. Stop throwing shade to one another. Give me a break. I'm tired of all this shit. Stop it, goddammit! Give me a break. I'm tired of all this shit. Stop it, goddammit! Give me a break. Let's love each other. Stop it, goddammit! Give me a break. Stop throwing shade to one another.